popping off, it's popping off. Stopping shit.
Do you really like it? Oh shit, I just put my phone in Do Not Disturb.
I'm doing. I just mine keeps buzzing.
Gonna just
Buzzing bullshit.
hide my stoner.
Rolling. I believe. Yes, we are.
Oh man, shit. Sorry, I'm taking pure ages.
Hurry up, man.
What's your favourite colour, Scott? What's your least favourite race? I'll go
Hey,
first.
we'll do cheers.
I don't like Tour de France. Cheers, man. Oh, we never chin chin. Like, we need to brand deal it.
Oh, brand deal it.
Aye, brand deal it. Make it.
Not sponsored by
Brewgooder. Is it Brewgooder?
We are Brewgooders.
We are Brewgooders. I can't like do-gooders. I feel like a wee goodie two shoes at times. What's the most hardcore thing you've done? Like, have you ever played the Wii without the safety strap? Or have you ever not done your homework on purpose?
Right, okay. Right, we're talking about flat Earth today,
Yeah, let's talk about flat Earth and
it's your job to convince me that the Earth is not flat.
cool, easy, right? I say easy because when you think about it, I'm thinking no.
Because it looks
it's
pretty
no.
flat to me.
Well, you ever seen the documentary The Flat Earthers that discover that the Earth isn't flat?
The hot mic.
Yeah, checkmate. Right, that was easy. That was easy.
What was that? Who's that called?
Behind the curve.
Behind the curve.
That was
Behind the
it.
curve.
I actually recommend watching that. I've seen like wee snippets of it, and it's funny watching their faces trip them as soon as they go like, "Oh shit, wait."
Right. I here's the thing. The Earth is not flat, and I'm aware of that.
Okay. What do you mean you're aware of
But
that?
there's a couple of things that make me think they might be onto something.
Onto what though? Like,
Right, okay,
we
okay,
know
okay.
that every
Right.
other solar
First of
body
all,
is round.
I'm going to take you back 10 years to when I was a wee guy, a weird guy. Right? Jurassic Park and King Kong, Skull Island.
Oh, the Peter Jackson one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack Black.
Oh yeah, love that
Right.
film.
So there's in both of those films, there's an island that no one knows about because it's not on any maps.
Mhm.
And that makes me think, would you know if there was an island
Well,
not on any maps?
yeah, because King Kong was set in like the 20s.
No, but how would you know if there's an island sitting there or not?
Well, we would now. We have satellite technology.
Would you?
Would I personally?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had the money, if I had the time, if I had the resources, I could definitely definitively prove it.
I don't
I've got
think
a way.
I don't think either of us could say there's an island there or not.
I've got a way to to absolutely say for certainty that the Earth is not flat.
Okay.
What the idea is, you ever heard of the Earth sandwich theory? Well, not the Earth sandwich theory, but it's basically just the Earth sandwich in general.
No.
So you take a person on one side of the planet, put a piece of bread on the ground, another person, put another piece of bread on the ground, and the other opposite side of the planet, you've got an Earth sandwich. But what the idea is, those same people launch a satellite into orbit, take a picture of the Earth. So you've got the same disc shape, but it's two different patterns. There's two different sides of the planet on it. So
Right.
how can that be one solid round disc with all the continents on it when you're seeing pictures of a round Earth with two different plots of mass on it? Do you know what I'm talking about? Let's say we launch a satellite up
I
in
mean,
Earth.
that hasn't happened.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, that's
So-
that's how we can prove that the Earth isn't
That was
flat.
totally pointless.
Yeah, I'm saying that's how we prove the Earth isn't flat. Because how can it be like
Alright.
a flat body with all of the land on it, right? You think like flat Earth, it's like an image of a planet, like you've got like the map of Earth planted on a plate, right?
I mean, that would
That's
work,
like
aye.
what we're thinking. Yeah, so that's you've
But
checked me.
it's not been done, so
Let's do it. We'll get the ad revenue from this podcast.
Let's do that.
We'll get the ad revenue from this podcast.
Something called Katy Perry.
Nah, man, my neighbour's got a drone. We'll steal it. And that's all we need.
Oh,
A stolen
that's
drone
so
in it.
drone.
A stolen drone and a dream. That's all we need. Have you seen
Okay.
Have you seen his drone? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucking. It'll just come
They're
out
like,
randomly.
They're like police grade.
Yeah,
Amazing.
he'll come out at random times, so it could be like fucking 11 o'clock in the morning or 2 a.m. He'll just come out and
Me
fucking
Chris were
fire his drone out.
putting, rubbish in the bin behind. It's like drone right above our head.
Yeah,
And Chris looked up and he went, that's AK.
yeah, I'll be out like having a fag or whatever, and I'll just be sitting, I'll hear like a weird fucking like motor running, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna get hit with a Russian drone, this is it. Like, fuck. And I look up and it's like this wee fucking thing. I look over, my neighbour's just sitting there, staring at his wee tablet, like fucking about the controls. I'm like, dude, you're not even going far with it.
nah, I think
You're just hovering
the,
straight
the
up.
drone stuff is going too far now.
Yeah, man.
With the
I think we should take it further.
what was the fly tipping thing?
Keir Starmer wants
Yeah.
to use drones to look to catch fly tippers.
Fly tippers.
Well, I mean, how are you? What's the fucking point in that? Because they're gone before the drone's
Here's like,
even launched.
if
They're using that to get a law passed that allows
Yeah.
them to spy on people from the sky with drones.
Oh fuck!
That's it. That's what they're doing.
that is absolutely what I'd be doing if I had a drone.
Or spying on people.
Yeah, I'm 2 seconds away from buying a drone, and the first thing I do when I
I'm so
get
glad
this
that's
drone,
on. I know. I'm so glad that's on camera. as
no,
well.
I'm just saying, the
Like-
first thing I do when I get a drone is I'm launching it, and I'm picking a random person, and I'm following them until they're done with their day.
That's really.
So you're just gonna go. It's like Call of Duty when you go spectator
I
mode. You're just gonna do
You're
that.
telling me that everyone controlling those government drones, they're gonna be doing the same thing.
Have you ever thought about getting a drone for like deliveries for like here? Just because why the fuck not? I feel like
Can you imagine the state that
that. Oh no, Amazon's
I
doing
think-
it.
They've tried. I don't think it's possible. They are doing it in Africa though. There's a company that are doing flying deliveries, but they like launch it off of it's like a catapult.
Yeah, and
They
it like
launch
fucking
and then
glides essentially.
They glide it into like the bush areas to deliver to mud huts or whatever it is.
Yeah, like
Alright,
to
okay.
like yeah, it's fucking pretty cool. Like I won't lie. We should
Our
definitely get a drone.
deliveries would take like 2 hours because I'd be following some random gun.
Just tracking them down with like an AC-130, just being like
following somebody in the beach front.
like half an hour, like they phone it. It's like, oh yeah, like I'm looking for my pizza. Funny story. Look up to your left. Oh shit.
No, I mean, if the technology was there, we would be doing that.
I think we should. I think we should just try and see what the heaviest thing your drone could lift.
Yeah.
See if it can lift a pizza bag. Because if it can't
I
lift a
reckon you
pizza
could buy
bag,
a drone that could lift Scott.
how many drones?
Definitely. I've seen people hanging off drones and flying about.
Oh yeah, there's a guy that's cutting about. He's made like it's like, you know, the Green Goblin.
Oh,
glider?
I've seen
have
that.
you seen
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
basically
You got a traffic ticket.
yeah. So so there's a guy in
How
America.
did they write it down?
So because
This vehicle
No, no.
doesn't exist.
So this law, technically, because it's an airspace vehicle,
Yeah,
it landed on a public road,
Yeah.
which for like helicopters and planes,
If he
you
hadn't
can't land
landed
on a public road.
and stopped at that red light and just went, "Phew,"
Yeah, if
he
he just
wouldn't have got
fucking
that
kept
ticket.
going, if he just went up and kept going and then came back down a wee bit and kept going, it would have been fine because he stopped at a red light and landed on the road. That's a violation. It was in America. Like I'm guessing LA because
I think it was
in
LA.
LA. All the fucking weird tech shit happens there. It's not LA. It's like.
Do you know what I don't think got
Houston.
enough attention? Segways.
Yeah,
Segways were down.
I miss
Yeah,
segways.
Segways were.
And they ruined it when they started putting police on it, though.
No,
That's
Paul
why.
Blart- I was about to
Yeah.
Paul Blart Alcohol. That, if anything, should have got an Oscar. Just saying. No. I'd like to bring segways back. I feel like there's things like, you know how like people kind
Well,
of
they
bring back,
upgraded
like,
it because they come out with the hoverboards.
yeah, but those were a
Those are-
downgrade,
those are
man.
fucks, man.
No, they-
Like
No,
lack of handlebars are for kids, but handlebars, yeah, that's for men.
No, see,
Right.
nowadays,
Safety
you're
is manly.
flying about on fucking e-bikes, man.
Yeah,
going
yeah.
40 miles an hour.
electric scooters with a balaclavas on.
Mhm.
Like, they're on. I better not say it in case I jump here. They're on.
Yeah,
That's
I
funny,
know,
'cause
just in
I-
case.
They are on that.
I mind you, like, if you were a wee guy flying about in an electric scooter, you'd get bullied.
Aye.
And that's
Mhm.
what
We would've
that's
got
what I
bullied
think
for
is
it.
good.
I had an electric scooter,
Like-
remember, and I get fucking bullied for it.
I'll let you in,
What's
I
the cool?
when I was at school, first year, right, for my Christmas, I got a laptop. And I was so fucking excited about this. And I took it to school and I got the fucking piss ripped out of me for having a laptop.
A laptop.
A laptop. I got
Nerd.
the piss ripped right out of me for having a laptop because no one had laptops.
Right.
It was dead geeky back then. And I admittedly, it actually was dead geeky to have something like that. But nowadays, that's like,
It's
all the
fucking-
cool
it's
kids
like-
have got laptops,
It's like
man.
commonplace to
Aye,
just
it
have a
was like
laptop.
when you went to school and you had a man bag, like that one
Yeah.
bag.
When you had like it's
I'm
like a
sorry,
satchel,
I was
like a
in
laptop.
fashion when I was at school.
No, they used to.
Well,
They're
the
not
Cox
cool.
14,
No.
They wear it
The Cox
first,
14
and then
Aye, the one that went like that, and you had the Adidas one that actually looked like
yeah, it was a wee flap instead of like a zipper or anything. It was just a flap over bag.
Oh, you're talking about the ones that went to the side like a satchel.
Aye.
Yeah, a satchel book bag
When I
thing.
was at school, we had ones that went over like that,
I
right?
had
But
that.
they were like a
The
full
Oxford
backpack.
Aye, I
Yeah,
had
yeah, yeah.
that. But see, all the young
They were
kids
cool. I want to bring them
Mhm.
back. I'm going to eBay and see if anyone's selling one of them.
So we're bringing back man bags.
Yeah.
I probably.
I love that folk are like, you know, like the normal things that folk bring back. It's like stuff from like the 90s, like fucking like Crystal Pepsi and like LRC
Do you remember
TVs.
Tab
Nah, we're bringing
Clear?
back. I don't remember Tab Clear, but I've tried Crystal Pepsi, and it's
The see-through one.
yeah, it's
Right.
fucking Pepsi.
Yeah, is that the one? I know. Nice.
Pepsi, yeah. No, like genuinely, I thought it was going to be like this mind blowing, like different flavour. And it's fucking just Pepsi that they made
Pepsi.
see through. Like cool. It's a
That
bit
makes
mind
you
blowing.
think, why are they making it brown?
Why not?
That's like the worst colour.
Probably because they wanted to compete with Coca-Cola.
Why is Coke making it brown? If they've If the technology is
I
there
just
to
wanna-
make it
I
just- hang on.
The water was really dirty.
I don't know. I was gonna say, I don't know if anyone else caught that, but just on camera there, verbatim, why are they making it brown? That's the worst
What? I
colour.
just say, I just
Scott's answered your first question.
Damn! Oh, I love a bit of fucking harkening back there. Oh,
if the
man.
technology's there, make it. I
What
don't
is
know,
like
red?
That's a thing though, because like
Colour as it can.
what is the most like satisfying colour? Like what's a colour that everyone can agree on? Because it's not pink. I love pink. It's
I
my
love-
favourite
I love
colour.
pink.
But everyone
I love
else,
pink.
everyone else like would look at that and go, nah, like that's a like nah. I like red. I like blue.
Satisfying.
Is there a
colour.
colour that everyone? I say purple. Everyone looks at purple and goes, nah, that's fucking. I don't hate that.
Purple's alright.
You see, no one hates purple.
Pure calming in it.
I'm colourblind, and I think
Yeah.
that's why
Didn't-
I like pink, because I can actually see it.
Yeah, is it red? You
That makes me think.
It's red, green,
See the way you see pink.
but I also get brown and red mixed up.
Is that
and
pink
I
to
remember
us?
you saying that, yeah.
Huh?
If I could see colours through your eyes, and I looked at something pink, would I see it as pink?
I don't know. I've only ever seen it with my own eyes.
You could be seeing it
There's-
as purple.
There's
You
a,
know, we
there's
there's a
never
weird
know.
one. Like even without being colourblind, like this,
Yeah.
like we know that like me and you can agree that there's a red,
Couch.
there's a red
This
couch,
is
right?
This is red.
Right.
To us educated fellows over here. No, I'm kidding. But it's weird though because it's like I know that red is not like I see that as red, you see that as red, but my red is not your red.
Yeah,
That's
I've always,
slightly different.
I've always.
That's fucking
wondered about
mental. I like that though. But it's,
Wow.
I was speaking to Isla about this yesterday. It was like how like we were talking about. You're a big fan of licorice, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right, I fucking
They aren't like proper licorice. Like,
licorice
I
all
like
sorts.
Fucking licorice all sorts.
like
Yeah.
you
I like
you
that.
love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
hate
wow.
it.
Ganged up on.
My son would like to give you a lecture on how bad licorice is.
Okay.
He's done it with his gran recently.
Right.
So,
So that's what I was saying. I was like, is it not weird that like the same thing can give such like a fucking
Well, like,
opposite guttural reaction?
Here's the thing. I know licorice is horrible.
But that's why you like it because you're a
Full stop.
masochist.
No, but I've
like
got these
pain.
golden childhood memories of doing jigsaws with my papa, and we would eat licorice
Oh, see,
together.
that's sweet.
So
Now
I think
feel
that
bad.
adds.
yeah.
And I remember at the time doing the
thought
jigsaw
you were
going,
just-
this is disgusting.
I think you were just.
This is absolutely the worst sweet I've ever had.
I thought it
But I
was.
was just eating it because my papa
I
liked
thought
it.
it was trauma or something. Man. I'd be
Well,
like,
I mean, that is a form of trauma.
Yeah, okay.
definitely. So you're trauma bonded to licorice.
Yeah, I love licorice.
man.
Licorice and jigsaws.
You're talking about jigsaws, I can drink more beer.
Fuck. Gonna need double barrel this shit, man. Oh, we need to talk about something hardcore. When's the last time you saw a monster truck in person?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Right? Think about it.
Probably we went to Florida.
I was going to say Florida.
Yeah. When was that? we 2008. So I would have been 10. I would have been 10. Oh my god, I was 10. Because I remember the one thing I came back with was a tin of Pokemon cards. I went to Disneyland, and what did I come back with? Pokemon cards from Walmart. A fucking.
Remember you stood in a pin in the store?
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Yankee shop
So-
and they were threatening, like, they didn't want us to sue them.
Yeah. So you know the big like the tags.
Security tag.
Yeah.
Like,
So
you
one of
get
them,
a t-shirt
one of
with
the,
pins.
one of them was on the floor, like the pin side, and I stood on it at 10 years old, and like it went through my shoe straight into my foot, and obviously like me being a bit of an emotional bitch, I took it to heart, and I was screaming the fuck. Not overreacting, but I wanted to pay her. You know what I mean? So I don't really remember how that conversation went with the staff and like my guy. Was it? Because I was 10, so I didn't really know how business went. I just wanted a lolly or something out of it. Like honestly, I want a sweetie or
They
something.
gave my papa a form to say that we would not sue them because it was Nike. It was the Nike shop.
And he
You tell
signed
me
it.
I could have sued Nike?
He signed it.
He signed it.
You motherfucker, Jim.
It's because you were underage.
Mm.
He signed it.
Absolutely fucking not.
I am
Go.
gonna have words, Jim.
I want to speak to Phil Knight right now.
Our papa had done you out of probably, I'd say millions.
So I'm sitting here with
Sure.
£30 on me right now. Right? And it's the middle of the month. I want you to think about that. You're in Florida right now.
Jim.
Aye. Just think about that. Think on next time. Sorry about that, guys. No. But yeah, no, that was fucking mental. I actually really want to go back to Florida. Isla's going to New York in September. She's fucking terrified because it's America.
I've heard New York is
No
not
guns.
not like the pictures.
Oh yeah, no, it's like, you ever seen any movie from the 70s set in New York? It looks like that now.
Right.
Yeah. Like, oh shit.
I've heard
Like
it's a lot
Taxi
of,
Driver, things like that. The Warriors, it looks like that now. That's New York.
lot of homeless in New York.
It's not, the way they make it in Friends.
Nah.
Aye, it's no campy and colourful.
Everybody
It's
stays around Central Park and goes for coffee every day. It's not like
It's crime,
that.
homelessness, and
watch.
fentanyl.
You
Aye.
ever seen The Dark Knight?
Yeah,
Basically that.
it's Gotham.
Yeah, it's Gotham.
Right,
Well, I
okay.
mean, New York's modelled after Gotham.
Is that no filmed in Glasgow?
No, that was The Batman.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, the Robert Pattinson one. That was all filmed in Glasgow. There's a video of him cutting about. I don't remember what graveyard it is, and the bat bike thing, and he fucking cunts at a belter. He just falls off the bike. It's funny. But yeah, no, a lot of stuff's been filmed in Glasgow. I remember it was a few years ago. I was in Glasgow and they'd shut off. It was like the same street as like Wagamamas and stuff. And there was like, a bunch of American flags and confetti, and I was like, "Oh, they're maybe
Was
filming
this
something." It's Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
I didn't fucking know that.
Yeah,
I was
have you
just
seen that?
I was travelling from.
That
So I
was a
live.
few years ago, was it?
Yeah, so I was going up to Edinburgh to see Andrew, my old roommate at the time. Shout out to Andrew because I know you watch these. And on my way up, I was like hanging about Glasgow because I had like an hour and a half to kill. And there's like hundreds of fucking confetti, there's American flags and stuff. There's a big street warded off, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what they're filming. And yeah, it turns out it was Indiana Jones. I was
Yeah,
like,
I've not
oh,
seen the
fuck,
new one.
man. It sucks
That
balls, I'll be
scene's really
honest.
cool.
Yeah.
It's the scene that they're filming is the astronauts coming back from the moon. It's the ticker tape parade.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. Fuck, I wish I'd jumped the fence now. Fucking got on.
Some junkies biffing it at that.
Oh, can you imagine? Sitting there going like, whoa, man, fucking...
Travel back in time.
And I've quantum leaped.
Cutting about Lenny. Who was his name?
Oh, Didi. Didi and Yoka.
Fucking
Fucking end up.
A space ship for gearboard milk cheese and
Slap.
fly to the moon.
Right, we're going to go back to Earth.
There's
boys and girls.
there's
Nah,
a
yous
big
going ahead.
mural in Yoker of.
Oh, yeah, no,
Let me- I just saw that the other day.
someone had redone it.
Yeah, I've just seen it's been redone.
Have we all seen the same video? It was like the same, like, kind of like orange brick wall.
Yeah,
that
we're on
scrapes
the-
it all off.
We're on the same
We're on
algorithm.
Lemmy. We're on Lemmy talk. I love that. Just get Lemmy on here. What's he up to these days? He's like
Yeah.
50.
Just streaming now.
Just
Streaming.
Twitch, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. What's the one time I've seen him actually laugh at a comment for his Twitch chat because he barely pays him any attention. It was somebody sent a donation, like a tenner, and it was him reading out the comment. It was like, thank you for the £10 donation from whoever it was, and thanks for the message. Your da wanks and all fours. He sat there and he tried to play it off and he just still took pushing himself. I'm like, fair play, man, you made Lemmy laugh. Fucking love that.
You read the Lemmy book?
Yeah, I read the book. This makes me seem like a Lemmy super fan. I read the book, I've got the book, and I listened to the audio book.
I listened to the audio. It was good.
Aye. See, that's the kind of audiobook that I'm into. No audiobook, that's the kind of autobiography I'm into, because I read the Matthew Perry one, and it was dead.
Imagine that being quite sad.
It was dead.
Could I be any more depressed?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was like the name of it. I don't even remember what it was called. But no, it was actually really fucking depressing. But the Limmy's one, I'm pretty sure like chapter 1 is like my first wank. And I'm like, no, this is going to be banger. This is going to be great. Aye. What was your first wank like? I'm looking, we're not doing that. We're not doing that in this podcast. We'll do that in the next one.
That's episode 100.
Aye. Episode 100, we'll talk about
First
our
wank,
first
aye.
wanks. Featuring our parents. Featuring our families.
Mine was different.
Yeah, fuck. Anyway, you never actually answered my question when the last time you saw a monster truck was.
Because
we always
I keep bringing up my papa. He took me to like this X Games thing one time.
Did your papa took you to like an X Games? That's hardcore as shit.
It was like I cannot remember this. It was like a X Games / farm show.
Right, how the fuck was that? Was it
I
like
don't know.
Was it
You
like
thinking
sheep
of a
on
tractor?
like quads? and
No,
shit?
no, it was a
tractors.
genuine monster truck. I swear to God.
Was it a Highland cow in it?
I don't know. It was like all these farm companies putting something together. There was skateboarders, there was BMXers, there was somebody on a snowboard, but there was
don't
no
know.
snow.
I'm expecting.
I
How many miles was it at the dry
No, it was.
I'm expecting like like Crufts, where it's like the folk leading like the dogs around the track, but it's somebody with a clicker and it's a fucking monster truck going around.
It was amazing though.
It's like, come on now.
You're walking. You spend the day walking about looking at farm equipment,
I've been to one
and
of these
then the
with-
night watching
our
monster trucks go
granddad.
over ramps and shit.
Do you know,
It was bizarre.
I've been to one of those with, out like my granddad on my mum's side, my Papa Wally. I've been to one of them with him in Glasgow. It was in it's not I don't know if it's called the Armadillo, but it looks like an armadillo.
It is the
Is it
armadillo.
called the Armadillo?
Yeah.
I've been to one of them there, and it was years ago. I do remember this because we were looking
It
about.
was, man,
There was
you
a
just
climbing wall.
unlocked a
I
memory
remember
for me
there was
there.
a climbing wall.
Yeah.
And there was also like camper vans and
Uh-huh.
like, camping equipment and.
Were we at the
shit
same
like
show?
that. We probably were because I remember.
How
this.
old are you at this?
I must have been like fucking oldest 8 or 10.
Dude, I think we were at the same
We
thing.
probably were.
What?
That's a few times that this has happened. Because I remember
Yeah.
the one that
We went to the
sticks
same
mind.
primary school, we don't even know.
Did you go to Irvine Hill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How?
Aye. We've had this
Are you
before.
high? How old are you?
How old were
I don't know.
How the fuck? What the fuck do you mean by that?
27. I'm 27.
What's my
You
name?
guys are the same age.
I'm
Yeah, I know.
27, yeah.
We found this
Oh,
out
yeah.
after working
you were
together for like
2
3
years
years.
above.
We
2
worked
years.
this out.
2 years above me. So I left 6th year in 2016. I
Mhm.
finished school in 2016. So when did you leave school?
When
Do you
did
all go to the Grange then?
No, I went to Annan Hill up until primary 4,
Oh shit!
and then I went to Silverwood, and then I went to the Jimmy.
What you? Well, I
But
mean, I started primary. when
we
you
were in
started
the same
primary.
class at primary together. We didn't realise until like 3 years after working with each other.
Yeah, that happened with.
Oh, you were actually in the same class?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember with? I do remember that actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Fuck. Do you remember the? You know how obviously the old Annan Hill, it was like you had like one side was like P1 to P3, and it was all open classrooms.
Yep.
And then you've got like the wee weird hallway, and then it connects into
Yeah.
like the old lunchroom / fucking hall assembly room.
Do you remember
Aye,
that?
and then it would like keep going, and then you had like the P4 to 7. It was all open classrooms. It was weird. They were all open wall
Yep.
classrooms that just like opened up into like a middle space.
Yep.
It was fucking bizarre. But
I like that.
I miss it. I won't lie. That's nuts. Because I remember I was thinking about this as well. Like me, you, and Jordan were all in the same room at one point, and it was the father-son gig in Kilmarnock, the Palace Theatre. Because I was in the audience. I was
we were playing in that.
We were
I
playing.
was
Yeah.
I was on a date to that gig because it was free. That's,
Yeah.
that's why
Yeah.
that's the only reason I went was because it was free, and I was like, I can't afford dinner, so let's go get a gig. So let's go. And yeah, I went with my friend Rudy Moss.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Rudy Quinn there.
I thought you were
No,
going to say
Rudy Moss, shout out if you're watching. But yeah, I remember I was talking about that, and I was like,
Wow.
fuck me, man, that was nuts. That's where I got I've still got that father-son
Pure
t-shirt. that I
core
bought at
memories
the
of
gig.
talking about how the first band was total shit.
No, fuck, aye.
Yeah.
I remember.
You funny shit that night.
No, you were.
It was loud. It's great.
I don't remember much of that night, but I do remember you guys were like good. I don't remember much of that night. I do remember yous were good. I mean,
Okay.
I was like sick. I was like what, 16ish at the
It was
time
Grand
then.
Hall, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was one of the peak moments of my life.
Yeah, like warming
think
up
that
for
gig.
Father Son. That's pretty fucking.
Yeah, because I love
hardcore.
Fatherson, though.
I've
My
never-
favourite band.
I've never really done anything.
At the time, they were. Still now one of my favourite bands.
I think my only bragging right is I worked with Billy Kirkwood. that's mine.
Right.
That's my celebrity claim to fame. I met Tam and
He came in here the
Silverburn.
other night, and he was a pleasure.
He's lovely.
Oh, he's lovely.
He was
he's super
so lovely.
He's
I've never met him before or seen him before, but
But he's
instantly I
when,
was.
When did he come in?
When did he come in?
I was here.
Yeah,
I
it was maybe a week ago.
Right, okay.
A
for a
couple of weeks
man
ago.
absolutely riddled with ADHD. You could never tell. Until
He's lovely.
See, unless you set him off, he's like a fucking landmine. As soon as you set him off, damn, that man has ADHD.
Yeah.
So I see where I get it from.
See when you done the panto together,
Yeah.
like he was just born to do stuff like that.
Oh, absolutely.
Aye, you know, he was, aye, both
thank you.
of you were.
He's a born entertainer, and I like to think I'm slowly stealing his gig. No,
Cool.
but
Are you doing panel this year?
I hope. I'm not
Okay.
saying I can't. No spoilers.
Okay.
But,
Oh, so there's plans.
I'm not saying there are plans. I'm not saying there's no plans. But you know, we'll
Those
see.
plans.
We'll see. There might be. There might not be.
Okay.
The Dame.
I
Dame again.
fucking hope I'm the Dame. If there's,
See, you're born to play the Dame.
I love playing the Dame because no one expects the wee skinny guy. They always expect it's like a bigger guy to play the Dame.
Right.
Like, you know, like obviously like that's a guy. But with me, it's kind of like, well, I can't tell if that is actually just. Is that a guy? I can't fucking tell. It's like a wee flashbang in the panto. The audience are sitting there going like,
Is it a guy?
Fuck's
Is it
going on
a
here?
woman with really nice
Is this-
stubble?
is it like- is that a bird with 5 o'clock shadow? Because fuck me, man, that jawline. Like, no, but it's I loved it because I really wanted to come in a few shifts in that outfit, but just wouldn't fucking let me, which is a shame.
Who wouldn't let you?
Well, I didn't really want to take the full costume.
I wouldn't absolutely would not have sent you home if you turned up in that outfit.
I'm gonna do that at centre stage one day. Just rock up in the fucking Dame Dottie Draws outfit, like, oh hello dearie, how are you? I'm like, no, David, up the road. Like, all right, fair. Catch you. Remember, I came in after the show, like I was still like I had the tights on and I still had the makeup. I was waiting for a bus with that face of makeup on. Like the big fucking
I was at the show. You could have.
I thought it was funny. No, I didn't take a lift because I was curious. I was like, I want to see what happens. I went into the wee shop and
I wanted to see how many numbers you could get on the way home.
Of course, I get 2. Both of them were other people phoning the police on me. No,
right.
I thought it was the number 11 that went doing that.
No, I went into the wee shop to get a Red Bull, and one of the women that was restacking the shelves. I remember walking past her. I was like, "Excuse me, where'd you keep your energy drinks?" Oh, they're just. I was like, right, okay. I just walked away from it. I was like, okay, right, this is, I can see I've just fucking mind fucked you here.
See, nowadays you could just have started screaming in her face at her. She would become phobic against you.
I should have.
You should have got the free stuff.
That would have been my pay. That was revenge for the Nike payout that I never got. It all just comes full circle. I end up with it anyway. Like fucking, there we go.
Meal deal for free.
Meal deals for life. It was the best place to get a meal deal.
Yeah, dude, I got a meal deal for free once.
You got a meal deal for free?
Yeah.
Was this when I bought you a meal deal, John?
Bit into my meal deal, there was a fly in it.
Oh yeah. Extra
and then you got a free meal deal.
And then I got a £10 Tesco gift voucher.
Damn.
So I actually get 2 free meal deals. Yeah. Oh.
That's okay.
Fuck them. What are they going to do? Are Tesco themselves going to come after us and be like, nah, you can't out us like that?
I hope not.
Fucking bring it on, Tesco.
No.
No, don't bring it on, Tesco. You know what?
Cut him off.
Bring it on, Pound Stretcher. There we go. That's a bit. We can at least maybe take them. That's a start. You know, we'll work our way up.
What's your meal deal? What is your meal deal?
Good. No, that is a good question because there's a
it depends what mood you're in. It depends if are you trying to get the best deal,
the most food for your buck, or are you rough?
like the most expensive meal for the least amount of buck, or
Well, it has to include a 425 Red Bull.
Just your favourite meal deal.
Yeah.
Big boy cans of Red Bull.
Has to include a pint of Red. No, mine would include a pint of Red Bull.
mine
Big can.
doesn't. Mine does include the Red Bull now.
Well, the
But
small,
that's
medium,
your
or
fault.
Yeah.
That is his fault for making me do it.
I'm what you would call a professional enabler. That's what a bartender is. I just gaslight folk into getting pushed. It's great. But
It's the snack is what makes it.
So I'm 50-50. I either go pepperami, spicy pepperami, or I go something sweet like the wee brownie bar. Or I've started going for the honeycomb Yorkie. The tits, by the way, if you've not had it.
Okay.
It's like a crunchy, but it's just better.
You got to decide whether you get the packet of crisps and then put that into your meal deal
Okay.
to create like an ultra meal deal,
You've just had me there,
or
actually.
if you.
What's
So you're
you?
talking sandwiches.
Is you a sandwich guy? Are you a wrap guy?
Honestly,
a
it
baguette
depends.
guy?
It depends what the weather's like.
See, right now, I'm
Yeah.
favouring because Sainsbury's is round the corner. They've got these Yo Sushi poke bowls.
Oh yeah, the wee
So-
Tesco have done the it's like the salmon rainbow salad bowls.
Yeah.
I had one and immediately felt like a Tory, so I was like, I can't eat
Okay.
this again. I know it was banging, that's why, but I realised I was sat in the Howard Park eating salmon and rice and like spring vegetables, and I was like, I'm for Shortleys. I should be eating like.
Was this the other day? You put that up on Instagram.
No, that was I was just in the Dean Park with Isla. We were just a wee walk. And I ended up fucking dying of hay fever like 5 minutes after that photo was taken. I was having a great time. I was like, Mum, we'll take a selfie. And I put the camera into my face and I was like, my eyes were bloodshot, pissing water. Yeah. I looked like I'd just been fucking maced. Like I was fucked. It looked like, remember after the Cruel and Unusual Punishment stuff?
Yeah.
Here's a question. Is that something you'd ever thought about bringing back? Not
No.
obviously a challenge to a takeaway, that's hard to do.
Nah.
But have you ever thought about
Well,
just doing like a...
I'm never gonna do it again.
Oh no, I don't mean attempt. I've seen the
we
video
do
you
this
doing a
thing in
spoonful
here
of
where
sauce.
we have these wee tiny bets between the staff,
Okay.
and we say whoever loses has to take a spoonful of the bomb.
Okay.
It's
That's
like
why
we'll
the bomb's
guess the
back there.
take for the night. We're like, how much are we going to take the night?
Is that why
And
you did it?
whoever's the least close has to eat a spoonful of
It
it.
was the video of you the other day.
I did.
Having a spoonful and you
And
just
it-
shut down.
Yeah.
You just immediately, I was like, how's that, Scott? And you were,
By the way, that fucked my entire 48 hours after that.
it's great, isn't it?
No, it was,
Yeah.
I'm not.
I
I'm
regret.
And that was the base sauce.
Yeah, I'm not making
on,
that again.
Cruel and Unusual
I
Punishment.
I
That
regret.
wasn't even the most amount of heat.
I regret
That came from me
not-
standing right there and going, "Do you think I can get this in the bin?"
Really?
Missed.
That's all it took.
And that was it.
And you ended up pepper spraying yourself.
Aye, so I'll never do that again.
I actually miss, this sounds so weird, I miss the Cruel and Unusual Punishment. I've attempted it 3 times, succeeded twice, I need a third win.
I feel like it
I might
was...
just phone Mario and be like,
We can
Mario,
make
it's
the
time.
sauce.
I've
We can,
no,
I'll do it
We can
on
make
the
the sauce.
I've never felt so unwell.
I will do it.
As the time we done that.
I will do a spoonful of that.
I can't
on the
believe you've done it
podcast.
3 times.
I will do. Yeah, man, I'm a fucking masochist at this point. I just like the attention, really. No, I'll do a spoonful of that on the podcast happily. Just to see what
Habanero
happens.
chilies, Naga chilies, fresh ones, fresh dried. So, thing. The bomb,
Capsillion crystals, that's what you had as well.
Capsaicin.
Capsaicin, aye.
a pipette or nearly a full bottle of liquid regret.
What's that?
That was such an opposite from like a simple pipette to
No, it's
nah,
not a
fucking.
pipette. It comes with a pipette, but you fuck that off and you pull.
When you realise it's like nah, when you go like 1, 2, nah.
It's called regret. It's made by a company called the Wiltshire Chili Farm, and that stuff will just fuck everything up. Like one drop in a chili will ruin the chili for most people.
Right, well, I'm definitely doing that.
Okay.
Now. I'll do that on this podcast then, happily. If you want to see me take a spoonful of face fuck sauce, like leave it in the comments because I'll happily do that. I miss eating spicy, but the spiciest thing that Centre Stage does is like Cajun chicken paninis. I'm like, where's the hot sauce, man? Where's the habaneros? Where's the chili?
I can give you some de bomb to take if you want.
If
you
want
wanna-
a spoonful of it right now,
No, she's in the car.
No, you don't.
Oh, I'm not going to spew, but yeah, I won't right now, but I will for the next. I will for the next episode. Why not?
I thought we were filming the next episode right after this one.
He's
Hell, you've said it
locked
now.
that in, man.
Let's do it. Aye, I'll do it for the next episode then. Fuck it.
Fuck,
No,
dude, I'll be honest, don't do it.
Why not?
It really fucked up my weekend.
Oh yeah, it fucked up my day.
Do you know how many people that done that challenge that subsequently told us that they ended up either off their work, ill, or in hospital?
All
And
of
you
them.
remember
I'm
all of
assuming.
them?
I'm
Yeah,
assuming all of them.
that's-
That
Do you
was
remember when I first did it and what was I doing the next day? I fucking came into work.
You
Straight
did?
back
Yeah,
in.
no, you
Hardcore
Okay.
shit, man.
Went to the toilet like 20 times.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I was
still in
basically, there was shite in my blood, basically, which was,
You
But no,
your shite.
I was genuinely just drinking Pepto-Bismol and Gaviscon at that point. It
No,
was-
no. I've never had vomit with kick, like
Yeah, you've never had recoil from your
recoil.
retake?
That's the word I'm looking for. I've never
You've
had
never had
vomit
to
with
reload?
recoil before.
I remember after the third attempt and I'd failed. This was nuts. I remember it was just kind of close to Halloween, and I went home, and I was obviously had an upset tummy, and I was thrown up. And I remember my neighbours were having a kind of party, and I remember I was in a state of delirium from like the spice. I could still feel it, and obviously I'd thrown it all back up. And I just remember trapping my own toilet door, like going like. Help! And then I fucking passed out.
No.
Not like
Do-
passed out for a
do you
while.
know-
I fell asleep for
Why
it. It must have been
would
like
you attempt that a third time?
because I just want to prove to myself that I can do it. I think
Proved it.
it's because
You've done enough.
my major thing is I really love see like the big hardcore manly men look at the challenge and then look at me succeeding it twice and going, well, if he can do it, I can definitely do it. And then they fucking crumble. It's the most satisfying thing I think I've ever got. It's better than sex,
The
man.
thing that
I
got me
love
was
it.
people that would order it for their dinner.
Oh, I love doing
Like,
that.
that's what they were having, and it's like, this is not food at this point.
Yeah.
There's nothing enjoyable about this.
It's like I'm putting a £15 extra charge on
There
your
was-
bill to die. You know
There
that,
was
right?
one woman that got it in her eye.
That's right.
No, what
And
the
I,
fuck?
and I've
No,
I
but
never
you
seen
give
her
them
again.
gloves and strict instructions like do not touch your face. Like certainly don't touch your eyes. That was like said.
Don't go for a piss after.
Even once you've had
No,
the gloves
genuinely.
on,
No,
like,
seriously.
even if you've had the gloves on, wash your hands before you
Yep.
touch any intimate areas because
Mhm.
it will seep through the gloves.
Yeah,
That's it,
Mario, when he was making the sauce at one point, I hope he doesn't mind us telling this story. When he was making the sauce at one point, had the gloves on and everything, went for a piss, and obviously,
Oh, he was dancing that
Yeah.
day.
yeah, man,
He was
there were
dancing.
fucking there were like lions in his pants that day, man. It was nuts. So
And that's
yeah,
just the stuff that got through the latex of the glove.
Yep.
yeah, that's not the stuff that like ended up still in the sauce that someone's gonna eat. So that's how fucking mad it was. You would have crumbled, man. I'm sorry. I know your spice tolerance is kind of good, but
That's
fuck.
it.
Oh, this was just a different level.
This was just, it wasn't even much.
World's hottest chip, and I was deep throating a Magnum.
I remember watching that video.
No, I've done the world's hottest chip.
Aye,
The
the
one that came in its own in a coffin. Yeah.
That is absolutely nothing compared to those wings.
I'll be honest.
Yeah. Much spicier.
Nothing.
So the
Nothing.
wings that we did,
No, the wings.
The
the-
chip
the
would have
wings
cooled
were-
you down
yeah.
after the wings.
the wings were
it's-
stronger than bear mace.
It does.
essentially.
It does something to your mind
So
that you
I,
wouldn't expect.
I kind of enjoy a bit of a spice high. I won't lie. Like, see, like eating. No, from that, because that's essentially like, if that's like, you know, fucking, what's the thing that Robin Williams says?
I'm
It's
not
like,
even.
it's like doing chemo because you want a haircut.
Legal for us to sell that.
No, we couldn't have sold that like to customers as a bottled thing or anything. Like,
Well, we
even
got
as a
them.
side.
We got
even
them
as
to
a
sign
side.
a thing.
Well, we got them to sign a thing, and every ingredient you could just go and buy.
Yep.
But there was something about the combination of them all that fucking lifted it up.
Well, there's a rule in the UK. It's like you can't own a gun, but you can own all the separate parts. It's like, hi, we recommend that you can go out and buy all the parts for this sauce, but we do not recommend you put them fucking together. Because damn. Mhm. Well, I mean, pretty much. Have you
There
tried
was
the
the
sauce?
guy-
Have you tried the sauce, man? Like, fuck.
There was the guy, Barry. Barry owns Little Texas, the takeaway, the
Yeah,
van.
he smashed it. But I think he was blind when he left.
Was he?
It seemed that way.
Well,
Couldn't open his eyes.
he had just, like 2 weeks before, had heart surgery.
Oh, he did that.
And he never told
Right.
us, because it was on that form that we made people sign. It was like, you can't have this if you're pregnant. You can't have this if you've got diabetes. You can't have this if you've had heart problems. And it was all on there. But obviously we're getting it doesn't. If they want to do it, they want to do it.
Yeah,
but
man.
he signed that fully knowing that he'd had heart surgery 2 weeks before.
And
then
he
fucking
smashed
Saturday,
that
he
as
did
well by
smash
that. I remember that. He had that before his dinner and then ate his dinner.
it.
See, that's hardcore. That's like,
There's no way he was feeling okay.
like
No,
I
exactly.
went
There's
home
no
for
way.
I went home for a cry wank after it. I couldn't have more food. I couldn't have more food after that, man. Like, I did a McFlurry and a cuddle.
Yeah.
I need to be a little spoon for a couple of days. Like, it was bad. I couldn't imagine going, fuck it, he's a calzone. No, that's madness.
No, I went home and had a half litre of ice cream and vomited the entire hanging into my kitchen bin. It was-
Well, after that,
No, after when we done the cruel and unusual punishment.
Oh
That was-
yeah, Kyle was the first one to succeed. He
Yep.
finished it first, and his burnout finished
Yeah.
first.
And
so
he, by
he
the
was
way,
the first to succeed.
he does not eat spicy food anymore because of that.
Yeah, man, that's how fucking nuts it
I
was.
didn't really eat spicy food after the chip.
I
he
really,
can't eat
just to-
spicy food anymore.
I
No,
really
it's
want
not that he
to-
can, he won't.
I really want to
Did
give
it
you a
fuck
bit
him
of
up?
it.
Through fear.
Did it fuck him up?
Yeah, fucked him up.
Like, I want to give.
All of us were texting each other, me, David, and Kyle, texting each
Yeah.
other at like 1 in the morning going, I'm being sick right now. Like, lol, me too.
See, just so you can experience it. I want to give you like literally a drop, not even like a spoonful or a teaspoon, or literally like the end of a fucking coffee stirrer of that sauce, and that'll be enough for you to go, fuck,
Yeah,
damn,
like,
that's
That's really
bad.
I never done it, right? 'Cause I love hot sauce, I love spicy stuff.
Did you never
right?
try that sauce?
I tried it,
Right.
but the most I ever had was like, oh, there's a drop on the table after mixing it.
Yeah.
That's the most I ever had, and I was like, absolutely.
See,
No way am I
washing.
doing that.
See, do you remember washing the bowls out? Like when everyone, like whenever the wings were made and
No,
stuff. See, washing the bowls out afterwards because obviously, like all of that sauce would become fucking airborne. The
Yeah.
entire room.
I
got
do
tear
remember.
gassed.
With mustard
So the-
gas.
I
The
remember
kitchen had
walking
to
into the
leave the fucking
kitchen
room.
and then my eyes just
Yeah, that's how
dissolving.
nuts it
Aye,
was.
it was
And I fucking
mental.
happily ingested it like it was free sweeties. It was great. I fucking miss it. I might try it at least one more time.
No, I'm never.
we can make that sauce.
No.
I will
We
happily.
can, I can make that sauce.
Do I do a cruel and unusual punishment?
I'm
episode?
not.
You
doing
don't
that.
need to.
I'm not doing. I've
You should do like
officially told
was.
myself.
They're just used to, and somebody will make the questions and used to it, and the punishment if you lose is to take the big spoon.
Fuck.
Well, I'll
I
tell
will
you, I'll tell you right
purposely
now,
lose.
David's probably the best person in the world at doing quizzes, so
Oh.
Scott knows he's losing.
Have we mentioned the Star Wars quiz story on here?
Oh, God.
So we did a Star Wars quiz at Pings once. We did it for May the 4th and Revenge of the 5th. And while working the bar, this just shows there'll be Star Wars fans that go, that's so cool, and there'll be normal people going, that's fucking quite cringe. Both nights, single-handedly won while working the bar.
Different questions both nights as well.
Yeah, and they were
Yeah.
not easy either because I
That's
I
not
stayed up
bragging,
for
right? Though
fucking
that's like
ages getting some deep divers.
man. He used to get laid. He used to touch some grass, man.
Yeah.
That's not fucking bragging, right?
So you were making cocktails for
An entire restaurant.
an entire restaurant of people who were like basically just drinking cocktails because we'd made a big deal about the cocktails for that. Wait, in fact, is that one where we had like the cocktails had their own website and stuff?
Yeah, that was the first one with that.
Right.
Yeah.
So you were slammed, and you
It was
were a
fun.
team of one.
Oh, yeah.
And on both nights you came first.
And what was the number? What was the first place prize? £100 cash. And I walked
But
away.
you weren't allowed
No, I
to.
wasn't going to take that.
You couldn't win.
I could. That would have like turned people away from like the
It
second.
did. It
So
did when you got announced as the winner
yeah,
on night one. It was like the whole restaurant were like, oh, you could hear it. Like one of the staff members has won, but then
You should-
like, but he's not actually winning. So
yeah. I feel like we probably could have done like, oh yeah, here's the winners. But actually, you were all beaten by the barman. He's not getting anything out of this. He's actually going to work an extra 2 hours because of this. He's actually washing the dishes after this. Sorry, guys. Tell you one thing I don't miss: not having a glass wash. Because we didn't have a glass wash there. So obviously every glass was washed by hand.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't miss washing
Right,
everything
okay.
by hand. My hands are actually normal now. I had gargoyle hands for the longest time.
Oh,
They
did
were-
you would love it here.
Because there's no glasses at
No
all.
glasses.
Yeah. Oh my
no
god.
plates,
No
No
plates.
plates.
table service.
Just a sink right next to a fryer. That's
Yep.
that's
It's a health and safety fucking nightmare.
nah, it's
But
fucking,
we work around it.
it's like
Apparently,
it's like this far away.
Yeah, it's totally fine. It's
Dude,
totally fine.
it's far enough.
Just
away.
don't
It's
put
like
the
a
water in the
fucking
fryer.
Yeah, I mean, like you didn't say anything about ice, so that's fine. I feel like that's just setting off a time bomb, like just dropping a basket full of ice. Have you ever seen videos of people doing that?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
Like,
what
British
that.
quitting their job at McDonald's by like dumping ice into the fryer and shit. Restaurant closed for 3 weeks to clean the place.
It's fucking wild, man. Like I've always wondered if anyone would be willing to do that in like a place in like Kilmarnock or Ayrshire, but no, it's always like they just storm out. No one's ever done anything
You
cool
would
with
get
it.
arrested for sure for doing that.
Would you?
Well,
Is that
Challenge accepted.
what's
Watch
the charge there?
this. Vandalism,
willful destruction of property.
destruction of property, vandalism.
Is it? Does stuff get destroyed? It's not just just go.
I don't know.
Make a
about-
mess?
No, well, I mean,
I mean, it's
I don't know about vandalism,
it's
that would be a
dangerous. I mean,
stretch.
you could seriously hurt someone. It could cause a fire.
I suppose.
all the more
is
reason
a
to do it,
fire,
right?
fire risk.
Only one way to check.
Right, so next episode, we
Next
are going to be launching
episode.
ice into the fryer and we're going to see what happens.
Yep.
It's going to be our Bill Nye episode.
I thought we were in the science guy episode. I thought we were talking about flat Earth.
Aye.
It's supposed to be.
Well, it's definitely not flat. That's what we've come up with.
Yeah. It's
Definitely not flat.
I was actually looking at the Flat Earth Society website just before filming this and I was like looking at the...
They've got rid of that slogan.
They've got rid of the slogan. What was the slogan
Well, it
again?
wasn't a slogan, but they did say
The flat Earth model.
it was the Flat Earth Society has members all around the globe.
Wait a minute, lads. No, I fucking... I don't understand the concept of, yeah, the Earth is definitely like flat. When we know how planets are made, we know how gravity works, things spin like that, right? A frisbee could do that, yeah, sure, but it's not going to turn into... I don't know how to describe it, it's just daft.
We're underqualified for
Yeah.
this.
I mean, I'm a fucking barman, I'm not a fucking astrophysicist.
Could be flat, could be round.
Could be flat, could be round, could be shaped like a fucking square, I don't care, man. As long as I'm
What was your,
crushed.
your fly thing you said? The fly on it.
You put a fly in a cue ball.
You put a
Yeah,
No,
right,
if you put an ant
so,
on a cue ball.
like the whole thing about like, oh yeah, like, well, have you ever looked out to the horizon? It's pretty flat. Well, it's like, well, if you put an ant on a cue ball, it's going to look pretty flat to the ant, right? That's going to be, to its perspective, it's going to look pretty
I mean,
fucking
even
flat.
smaller than that in comparison. To
Yeah.
size.
It'd be like
They're
a,
like atoms on a cue ball.
yeah, it'd be like, well, an ant on a cue ball would be like, I don't know, a person on, I don't know, the moon, maybe?
No.
A really big.
I don't know if you've got that
And
right.
then LeBron James, no, Shaq on the moon. That would be like Shaq on the moon.
If the ant was to represent a person, the ball that it would need to be on would be about the size of America. Like we are so small in comparison to the planet.
Yeah, but America's flat.
I might just actually wink. I don't like the fact that you wink. America's flat though.
America's
Don't
flat.
worry, man. They've told me. The voices did.
But
No, it's always...
What was that thing you told me earlier on? If you were to shrink the world down to the size of a cue ball.
Oh, if you shrink the world down to the size of a cue ball, it'd be the smoothest cue ball known to man. Like all the wee cracks and imperfections in it would not equate
So from the
to the
top
level
of
of.
Everest to the bottom of the Marianas Trench
Yeah.
would be...
Oh
it would
yeah,
feel
but
flat.
less.
because of
Aye.
like how. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
scale
fucking wild.
just doesn't work.
These are skills that
these-
we're not
no,
capable of
you
really
can't.
comprehending.
I think that's pretty cool. Thinking about it. Speaking of skills,
So maybe the Earth is flat.
yeah,
No,
We'll never know.
maybe.
we do know, and it's
We'll,
not.
we will never know. There is no one that will
There
ever
will-
know if the
There
Earth is
will
flat
never
or not.
be definitive fact that the Earth is round. Anyway,
Roll credits.
It's popping off, it's popping off. Stop the shit. Can I tell you? Drunk.